Today, one of the tense moments from the Ukrainian frontline, Vladimir Putin humiliated as horror drones destroy nearly all Russian armor in 7 days, and the drones are wreaking havoc among Russia's armored units. Currently, Ukrainian drones are sowing chaos and panic in Putin's army as they rain down bombs on Russian armored units. Russia's army has regained the battlefield initiative as Ukraine runs out of essential supplies of ammunition due to political stalemate in Washington, while Zelensky's troops have had to maintain territory to their bitter enemy amid fierce fighting on the front lines. Despite the lack of Western military aid, Ukraine has managed to ramp up production of its UAVs, including its much-feared Vampire drone. The drones have helped compensate for a lack of artillery shells and are wreaking havoc among Russia's armored units. Last week, almost 3/4 of losses sustained by Putin's armored units were inflicted by the deadly predators in the sky. One of Ukraine's most feared UAVs is the so-called Vampire drone, which the Kremlin's troops have nicknamed Baba Yaga after a witch from Russian folklore stories. While Ukraine's Vampire drone equipped with thermal imaging capabilities which allow it to operate at night, hence its name, and the Vampire has 6 rays and the same number of engines, enabling it to carry a hefty payload. It can carry up to a maximum of 15 kilograms, although in practice, the effective payload is up to 12 kilograms. The drone can perform a number of different missions which range from delivering aid to frontline troops to carrying out pinpoint strikes on targets that are difficult to reach for artillery and mortar fire. The Vampire drone is also frequently used in bombing raids inside Russia, and the Kremlin announced it had shot down some of the UAVs and a Tochka-U missile over the course of Wednesday. Ukrainian drones managed to reach a major chemical plant in the Rostov region of Russia. The Kamensky plant in southern Russia was targeted by 3 drones, which were shot down by Russian air defense systems. Falling debris caused damage to some of the buildings, but according to a CIA report from 2011, the plant is a major source of fuel production for Russian ballistic missiles. Currently, Russia has suffered heavy casualties and lost dozens of tanks over the past week, according to the Ukrainian military, while Russian President Vladimir Putin's army has recently gained the upper hand on the battlefield as Ukraine continues to wait on a potential lifeline in the form of long-stalled U.S. military aid. The latest figures from the General Staff of the Armed Forces of Ukraine suggest that Moscow's advances have come at a high price. From Sunday to Friday, 4,180 invading Russian troops were lost, including deaths and combat-ending injuries, while 31 tanks were destroyed by Kyiv. In addition, 87 Russian armored personnel vehicles were purportedly lost, as were 76 drones, according to Facebook posts from the General Staff. Notable Ukrainian battlefield victories over the past week have included shooting down a Tu-22 M3 supersonic bomber, a first in the more than 2-year war, and the purported April 13th killing of Colonel Pavel Alexandrovich Kropotov, the commander of Russia's 59th Guards Communications Brigade, in the largely occupied Luhansk region. Tallies for Russian casualties have also been difficult to confirm throughout the war, and Ukraine's figures are higher than many other estimates. The Kremlin rarely releases its own numbers, and when it does, the figures are thought to be undercounted. Despite the Russian casualties and equipment losses, Ukraine has also suffered significantly due to a multitude of Russian airstrikes and fighting on the ground over the past week. Meanwhile, Russia appears on track to sustain more than 330,000 casualties in Ukraine in 2024. Statistics published by Kyiv indicate now Russia sustained 82,870 casualties between the start of January and April 1, 2024, according to figures published by the Ukrainian military. If Moscow continues to lose the same number of troops each day for the rest of the year, Russian forces would be on track to sustain 331,480 casualties by the end of the year, by Kyiv's count. However, this far exceeds the number of purported Russian casualties for 2023. According to Ukraine, the Kremlin's forces sustained 252,570 casualties last year. There are fluctuations in reported casualty counts, and the figures from Ukraine cannot be independently verified. Western analyses of Russia's likely casualty count typically come in at around 350,000 for the entirety of the full-scale war, between February 24, 2022 and April 1, 2024. Russia lost 442,880 fighters, Kyiv's general staff has said. Despite some skepticism among analysts about the accuracy of Ukraine's statistics, the figures do offer an indication of the extraordinary toll the war has taken on Russia's military. Russia's numbers of dead and wounded spiked earlier this year as it pushed to take control of the strategic eastern Donetsk city of Avdiivka, which it captured in mid-February. The city was referred to as a meat grinder, the same label ascribed to the Donetsk settlement of Bakhmut during months of fighting before Russia captured the city in May 2023. Earlier this month, the British government said that Russian daily average casualties had risen each year of the war, but in 2022, the figure stood at 400 before rising to 693 in 2023, according to the UK Defence Ministry. For the first 3 months of 2024, Russian daily losses on average hit 913 each day, the UK government said. Russian casualties did drop in March as fighting around Avdiivka tailed off, London said, as well as in the run-up to the Russian presidential election. But Ukraine has warned Russia is gearing up for a fresh offensive push, doubling down on defenses in the northeastern city of Kharkiv, under 20 miles from the Russian border, while Moscow continues to bear down on Ukrainian defenses in the eastern Donetsk region. Ukraine, staring down impending, renewed Russian operations, is contending with scarce supplies and a tired, if determined force, and earlier this month, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky signed off on dropping the conscription age from 27 to 25.
2 С3. Сьогодні про неї.